The latest 3 headlines out of Kansas City have fans raising their eyebrows. A name that had gone quiet is suddenly back in the mix and could shock everyone this season. A big money roster move is already showing signs it might not go as planned. And to top it off, one long-awaited presence finally hit the field and could change the entire direction of the defense. All of this just happened, and every detail could seriously impact what's coming next. If you're a true fan and don't want to miss a thing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And let's get into the video. Fantasy draft season is in full throttle, and ESPN's Field Yates just dropped a nugget that every fantasy manager needs to hear, especially if you're eyeing the Kansas City Chiefs this year. When asked who's flying under the radar on the Chiefs roster heading into 2025, Yates didn't hesitate. His pick for best value? Isaiah Pacheco, baby. Yates straight up said, "You could tell me I'm crazy, but he's all in on Pacheco being the guy you steal in the middle rounds." Now, yeah, 2024 wasn't exactly a dream season for him. Dude cracked his fibula in week 2 against the Bengals and missed serious time. And even when he came back, he wasn't quite the same firecracker. Still, he put up 787 yards and found the end zone 6 times in just 12 games. Not bad for a guy running on a banged-up leg. Yates pointed out that right now, there's no real threat pushing Pacheco for that RB1 spot in Kansas City. There's talk of Kareem Hunt and rookie Prashard Smith potentially carving out roles, but this isn't shaping up to be some annoying 3-headed backfield mess. It's still Pacheco's show, and the Chiefs know it. Remember, just a year ago this dude was being drafted as a top 15 fantasy back. Now, he's sliding down boards simply because he didn't look like his old self coming off injury. But that's exactly where the value lies, because the burst, the power, the violent running style, still there. This offense is built to explode, and if the Chiefs want those deep shots to click, they've got to keep defenses honest with a legit ground game. That's where Pacheco comes in. So yeah, don't overthink this one. Yates isn't saying Pacheco's gonna be the RB1 overall, but if you want that sweet mid-round upside with legit RB2 potential and RB1 weeks baked in, you might want to circle his name. He's still the heartbeat of that backfield, and when the Chiefs start cooking, you'll want a piece of that action. And if you thought the Pacheco news was surprising, check this out. The Chiefs may have just dropped $30 million on a guy who might not even start. And this just came out of camp. So here's a curveball from Chiefs camp that nobody saw coming. Kansas City drops a fat $30 million bag on Jaylon Moore this offseason, expecting him to lock down one of those valuable tackle spots. And now, just weeks into training camp, dude might be moving inside to play guard. Yeah, guard. Moore came over from San Francisco where he mostly rode the bench, but filled in decently when injuries struck. Solid? Sure. But the Chiefs were desperate last year, cycling through 4 different left tackles like it was musical chairs. They were clearly hoping Moore could bring some stability, but that plan's already looking shaky. Enter Josh Simmons. The rookie first-rounder is apparently making noise at camp. Early reports say he's straight up owning that left tackle spot and trending toward a week 1 start. If that holds, Simmons could be the long-term answer KC's been craving. Which leaves Moore, KC's $30 million man, without a home at tackle. So what do the Chiefs do? According to ESPN's Nate Taylor, they're now giving Moore reps at left guard. Yep, the same spot Joe Thuney held down like a fortress before KC traded him away to free up cap space for Trey Smith. It's wide open now, and Moore is getting tossed into the mix. But here's the thing. Moore's never played guard in the NFL. Not once. Meanwhile, second-round pick Kingsley Suamataia, another former tackle, is also gunning for that left guard spot. Suamataia struggled on the edge as a rookie, just didn't have the juice to stick at tackle. But the team's betting he might thrive on the interior, where it's less about agility and more about brute strength and technique. Suamataia at least has 31 snaps of experience at guard. Moore, zilch. So now, we've got a spicy little battle brewing at left guard between 2 guys who weren't drafted to play the position. One's a rookie with potential. The other is a veteran getting paid like a starter who's still learning the position on the fly. If Moore can't win that job, the Chiefs are stuck with a $30 million backup, which is not exactly a great look for a front office that usually nails these things. But not everything is bad news in Kansas City. A fresh update just confirmed something that could completely change the defense and finally unlock the plan the coaches had in mind. The Chiefs' defense just got the shot of adrenaline it's been waiting for. Kristian Fulton has officially hit the field, and that changes everything. Kansas City's training camp has seen its fair share of injury speed bumps, especially on offense, but Thursday brought a wave of good news on the other side of the ball. Not only did linebacker Drew Tranquill make his return, but more importantly, the cornerback who's supposed to unlock the entire defensive blueprint is finally suited up and ready to roll. Kristian Fulton. This dude was the biggest defensive acquisition of the offseason. A 2-year, $20 million investment that was always about more than just adding another corner. The plan? Let Fulton hold it down on the outside so Trent McDuffie can shift inside and wreak havoc in the slot. When McDuffie's in there, the Chiefs' D goes from good to downright scary. But up until now, that plan only existed on paper. Fulton's been stuck on the physically unable to play list since camp opened in St. Joe, and it was starting to feel like a legit concern. While guys like Jawan Taylor and Trey Watson came off PUP pretty quickly, Fulton remained in limbo. Until now. Now that he's back, the coaching staff can finally start building the secondary the way they designed it. Fulton brings length, experience, and sticky man coverage skills that should complement McDuffie and Jalen Watson beautifully. If he stays healthy, this could be the most complete corner trio the Chiefs have had in the Mahomes era. Fulton's path to KC is interesting too. Originally a second-round pick by the Titans, then a stop in LA with the Chargers, where he started 14 games and posted 51 tackles with 7 pass breakups last season. Apparently that was enough to make Kansas City say, "Yep, that's our guy." There's still some ramp-up time needed before he's fully caught up with the defense, but just getting him on the field is the key first step. Now the Chiefs can finally stop imagining their ideal setup and start installing it. If Pacheco gets back to his pre-injury form, he'll be the engine of this offense. Jaylon Moore's situation is concerning. Overpaying for a wild card never ends well. But with Fulton healthy, this defense could be elite. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next.